Here we have my 2007 Impala. I got 3 Kickers CVRs. You can check out my other vids and see them in action, rattling the trunk and all that. And that's what I'm going to try to diagnose and get fixed, is the trunk rattle. And the bumper, I've already fixed that, and the license plate. With the bumper, I pulled these tabs up. There's 3 visible. And take off the tail lights. Once you do that, you can pry up on this with a big flathead screwdriver is best. And once you get it pulled up along this seam, it'll be a tight fit, but take some clear caulking or brown, whatever you happen to have, and run a bead all the way along as far as you can get it. And once you get it in there, shove down on it and put all the pins back in, the headlights in to hold it down. And once it dries, it'll act as a rubber cushion. It'll pretty much adhere, and you can see this isn't moving at all. Once you have your trunk open, there'll be spots, 9 different spots. There's 2 here, some along these holes, and along the other side. You just unscrew all of them, take out all the bolts, and you slowly pull the trunk down, and it should easily pop right out, like so. Once you get the panel off, in the back you'll see these kind of spacers and these metal little bowl washer type things. Some of them kind of spin and are loose. This one's pretty solid. And what I'm going to do with these, I'm going to put some caulking in between it, and there's another washer that's under it. It's hard to see. I'm going to put some caulking in there to pretty much glue them together so then they won't spin and make any clicking sounds. And that'll just help make sure all the variables are out. Here we have the round washers and the little rubber gasket type thing that was already on there. It'd go there than over these. I actually left those on and just put the felt over it, and you can see the felt will lay flush with it. And I was thinking that it's not going to sit as tight as it did. The washers aren't. So I took this really thin wire. Well, it's not really thin, but I ran it in between the weather stripping and the light itself. You can see where it's kind of bulged up here. I just have it pushed way down into the crack. So when it does sit on there, it'll give the weather seal more cushion and kind of pop it out some, so it has, pretty much makes it a thicker seal, and it'll seal up against the trunk better. Okay, and I got my panel here supported with the wire just to hold it up. I got some of my felt on here. The other I don't. I got my caulking. I got brown. It just happened to be what I had. Just gonna take some of it. Try to get it up under there. I don't think we'll need a lot as long as it's both on the washer and the top washer pretty well. And I'll just kind of go along and do that to all of them the best I can. Alright, so I got caulking in all of them. Got what I could. I actually used a little metal piece to do it. It was much easier than using fingers. Just kind of bled it to the end of that and got it on there. So I'm going to finish putting my felt little pads in there. And finish putting my wire all the way down, cut it to length. Get that in there. Now I'll see how it fits and bolt it down, see how it looks. And I'll get a video tomorrow after the caulking dries and see what it sounds like, see if it's any better. Alright, I've got all of them tightened down, all 9 of them. I think it took longer to put them on than take them off. I got it up there. The seal is very nice, pretty tight, all the way down. I'm just squeezing on this thing. It feels more sturdy. Not nearly as loose as it felt before. Good seal all the way down. Now we just gotta get a test. Now I have to use one of my other videos to compare it to it because I forgot to take a before test before I pulled the car in here. So we'll just have to wait and see what it sounds like. And just compare it to another video I have. And on another note, in my other video I have all this polyfill and a few old shirts and that were stuffed in this. They were stuffed up in here. And it helped a little bit with just those. So if you don't want to go through all this effort, it helps to stuff all this with something. Preferably thick things. The polyfill didn't. I had just polyfill in there and it didn't make a huge difference. And also, I fixed this a long time ago. But this bolt was loose. And it caused a lot of rattle from the tail light, the middle tail light. And I also took electrical tape and taped around these contact points. That helped a lot of the little squeaking sounds from this tail light, the middle one. Alright, I've noticed something here. After I got it all bolted up in there and got everything stuffed back up in here, when you close it, it sounds a whole lot more solid. It doesn't sound hollow or anything, or make any rattle, shaking sounds or that annoying stuff. It just sounds a lot more solid. Sounds a lot better just from that little test. Let's head out and see what it sounds like. See what it sounds like. See how it goes. That sounds so much better. The majority of it is the license plate, and underneath the bumper where I haven't put any caulking yet, there's the same plastic tabs as the top of the bumper. And I think once I get those tabs done, it'll sound so much better. There won't be hardly any rattle at all, other than what the spoiler will rattle. Thanks for watching.